everybody, welcome into Inside the Zone with Mateo. We are live. That is right, everybody. We are live indeed. It is the 2026 NHL Trade Deadline, and I will be live with you guys here for the next 2.5 hours, more or less, depending on kind of the flow of the trades. But thank you guys so much for coming in to this live. We're going to give you kind of reactions to the trades as they happen, as we have 2 hours left in the trade deadline. But also, I will just kind of break down trades that have already happened. And as a Minnesota Wild fan, if you couldn't tell by the intro, I will, talk about the Wild a little bit more as well, because they've made a couple moves, nothing too big, but very interesting moves that we can for sure talk about. But we'll also break down the rest of the trades that have kind of happened in the last few hours, but also as they trickle in, we'll get new trades. I'm expecting a couple trades to come. Still, a lot of the big names that we'll take a look at who those top names are still on the board, still not traded yet. Guys like Vincent Trocheck got scratched last night, did not play. Most likely that means he will be traded. And then, he's on our thumbnail today, but also Robert Thomas, he's been in the mix. We'll see what the heck happens there. See which teams are willing to pay for these players that could make a difference for them in the postseason. Most likely is who we're going to be looking for. But yeah, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button here on our road to 500 subscribers over here on YouTube. Let me get this trade deadline special. We'll get that out. Let's get the standings, though, rolling on the bottom of your screen. That's just what it is. It's going to be the standings here. So in case you don't know the standings of the NHL, that's what will be on the bottom. But yeah, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun for sure. And I feel like we just got to start with kind of what's happened so far. And again, we're going to share my screen then over here. But there's been a lot. There's been a lot of trades for sure that I'm definitely wanting to talk about a little bit here. So we will do that. Close this out, and boom, this looks really good. All right, I'm really happy with what this looks like here. These are kind of on the left from Sportsnet. You can see the most recent trades. I can refresh it one more time. I'll refresh it one more time just to make sure we get the updated here to start the live, as we did have that Corey Perry trade finally go through. We've been monitoring that. I've been hearing about it, but finally it went through. And then over here on the right side of your screen, you can see TSN's kind of top players that could be traded or on the block. And obviously Vincent Trocheck, Nazem Kadri, Robert Thomas, Blake Coleman, Colton Parayko, all kind of on the top of that. We'll refresh it as needed if one of these top guys goes. But overall, I really like this whole TSN chart, because it shows you guys here on the last column how many years left they have, how many goals they have, how many games have they played in, what their cap hit's going to be, who they are, what their age is. It's a really fun chart. So I thought we would keep it on there for now, but we'll go through some of the trades that have happened earlier today and a couple days ago. We'll make our way up. We got to go show more trades down here. And so these last couple days, there's been some interesting trades. Again, yesterday, Colorado Avalanche acquired Nicholas Waugh from the Toronto. Getting a trade. No, we are not getting a trade. It's just another alert. All right, I'm going to be precautious of, anytime I get an alert from ESPN, I'm going to stop talking and see what the alert is. But anyway, nothing there for now. Colorado trading for Nicholas Waugh, a center from the Maple Leafs, for a first and a fifth. Both are conditional round picks, so they can turn into a different pick if something happens. I don't know the conditions of that pick. And then obviously your Minnesota Wild traded for Jeff Petrie yesterday from the Florida Panthers for just a conditional 7th round pick. I believe that turns into a 5th round pick if the Wild make the Stanley Cup Finals, I believe, or the Western Conference Finals, and Petrie plays in 50% of those games, something like that. It's an interesting trade for the Wild, just because, it's ultimately a Juracek replacement who got traded earlier this morning. But at that time, we didn't know kind of who he was going to replace. He's definitely probably going to play for the Wild, or at least be here. I don't think he's going to be in Iowa by any question. By all means, I think he's going to be a part of the Wild. Veteran defenseman at 38 years old. But then you had San Jose and Vancouver kind of swap a couple players. Not really notable there, but you can see it on your screen. I hope this isn't fuzzy. I hope it's good for y'all. And then also, I believe last night, 5-10, 5-18, 5-19, whatever. Warren Fogle and a conditional third-round pick go to Ottawa in return for a second and a third. That third is also a conditional round pick. So the Kings are kind of, I think, in a way, the Kings did go out and get a Artemi Panarin. However, I think they're kind of just playing for like a wild card spot or for just a little mini rebuild. Anze Kopitar is going to retire this year. I feel like, with Kevin Fiala getting injured at the Olympics, I just feel like the Kings are kind of, they're on their way to kind of not a total rebuild, but definitely some sort of a rebuild. That means we've seen them trade already a couple players away. Some, Warren Fogle, and then also Corey Perry just a couple minutes ago. Dallas, I mean, we're going to talk about Dallas a lot too, because as a Minnesota Wild fan, it's going to be Colorado, Minnesota, Dallas. They're going to all be fighting for playoff spots, together. They're all going to make the playoffs, but they've all, in my opinion, they've been the top three teams in the entire NHL for these last couple of weeks, last couple of months. And they get Michael Bunting from the Nashville Predators for a third-round pick. And then David Perron gets traded to the Detroit Red Wings, who I expect to make more moves as well today. They acquire a conditional fourth. So Ottawa, in return, gets a conditional fourth-round pick for 2026. And then kind of a couple other trades that don't, matter until late last night. Actually, it was this morning. It was at 12:13 a.m. in the morning. All right, never mind. Sorry. I get so many alerts. It's, baseball alerts, football alerts, but so I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait and see if anything happens, but there's nothing happening right now. But the Columbus Blue Jackets in like 12 a.m. in the morning acquired Connor Garland, who is on a really, really good contract. I don't know, is he on this TSN list? I feel like he should. Like, hold on, Connor Garland. I feel like he should be on this list. Let's see. I'm not seeing him in their top 44, which is interesting. I think it's a really good addition for the for the Columbus Blue Jackets, who in that Eastern Conference, they all are kind of really close, and I could see Columbus maybe trying to make a little swing, but Connor Garland's also a good center for long term too. You think about, he's younger, he's on a really chill deal. He's on, I think it's like a 3-year, 5 million a year type of deal. So it's something like that. It's something really manageable. And it's a really good piece, really good addition for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Again, drop your comments, drop your thoughts on all these trades, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your team, all that stuff in the chat. I'll interact with it as soon as I see it. And then we had the Winnipeg trade with, sending Luke Schenn and Logan Stanley over to Buffalo again. That's kind of just a move for Buffalo mostly. I think Winnipeg, it's been kind of crazy what Winnipeg, we thought Winnipeg was going to be good. We thought they were going to at least try to contend. And just right now, it's been unfortunate to, not see them contending as well as they should be. I had the standings, the standings are going out on the bottom of your screen, but I wanted to just pull up the full standings here just so I get their full record correct. Yeah, Winnipeg, 25, 26, and 10, 60 points. And in such a competitive Western Conference, that's just most likely, I don't think is going to do it. I don't think it's going to do it. Got to cut out. So they're kind of, they get a second-round pick, they get a conditional fourth-round pick, and they get 2 players. They give up some of their defensive core, but Buffalo needs some defense. They're going to contend in the East. And, it was another early trade at 1 a.m. And then this was the shocker of the day. This was the shocker of the early morning at 1:17 a.m., March 6th, today. John Carlson, who basically, I think I read a stat, has almost every defensive record for the Washington Capitals. They trade him away to the Anaheim Ducks, who the Anaheim Ducks have been absolutely amazing. They've been fun to watch. They have been playing some really good hockey. And now they get this veteran defenseman in John Carlson. Sure, they have to get rid of a third-round pick. Sure, they have to get rid of a conditional first-round pick. But it's okay. I think this is a total win-win for both teams. Washington, it's kind of heading towards the end of the Ovechkin era, and now Anaheim, though, gets this veteran defenseman that they're kind of missing. They need somebody if they want to try to go win a playoff series, maybe even win a couple playoff series in a very tough Western Conference. So I really like this. It was a shocker. Everyone was shocked by it. But yeah, Anaheim, welcome. I should actually say John Carlson, welcome to Anaheim. And then the start of the Wild trade start to happen. Bobby Brink gets traded to the Wild for David Jiricek. Don't know much about Bobby Brink. I do know he has about 13 goals this season. He'll probably be a Hinostroza replacement because if you don't know, Vinny Hinostroza just got traded to the Florida Panthers for a conditional, I think, 7th-round pick or something. So he'll probably be a replacement there, or maybe you make another trade and he'll slide into your top 9 possibly. We'll figure that out in days to come, or in hours to come too. Once we get towards the end of the trade deadline and the Wild don't really make any more moves, we will take a look at what their lineup is going to look like with all these acquisitions, because I think it's going to be very interesting to see, especially with Petrie. Bobby Brink, I think, is going to probably play a little bit for the Wild as well, and other guys. The Flyers make another trade there. Doesn't really affect much of the playoff race, but then Nick Foligno comes over here. Nick Foligno comes to Minnesota from Chicago. I believe it's future consideration, so it's probably they're still working it out. Maybe a 6th-round pick, maybe a 5th-round pick, maybe depends on how well the Wild do. But Nick Foligno, brother of Marcus Foligno. So now basically that means, even if we had any question that Marcus Foligno could have been traded at the deadline, that's basically denied. I do not think that is going to happen whatsoever now, because you bring in his brother, and I believe Emily Kaplan reported, she said, now Nick Foligno, they can chase a cup together in one of their last couple seasons. They are getting older in age, but yeah, Nick Foligno is going to be a new Minnesota Wild. I really like it. You can have the Foligno brothers on the 4th line, maybe even on the 3rd line. I think probably the 4th line, but that's going to be really cool to see, have the brothers play together. Marcus and Nick get to play together. That's going to be really cool. They get to chase a cup together here in Minnesota. That was coming in about noon Eastern time. And then we had, last but not least, as we finish up, the trades that have come in so far, Corey Perry goes back to Tampa Bay, if you would like to say that. And the LA Kings, get to acquire a 2nd-round pick. So for a 40-year-old player, I would say that's a W for the LA Kings. And then Corey Perry brings that grit, brings that leadership back to Tampa Bay, where he won a couple Stanley Cups already. They're now looking to try to do that again. Tampa Bay has been absolutely insane in the last couple years. Maybe Florida. I mean, you think about it. Tampa Bay's won a couple Stanley Cups. Florida's won a couple Stanley Cups. So the whole state of Florida has been definitely doing really well for NHL Stanley Cup reasons. So we'll see. Maybe Tampa Bay. Maybe this is a move that Tampa Bay can try to reclaim the Stanley Cup for their side of Florida. But yeah, so that's all that's kind of happened. They updated. They said over here, retain 50% of Perry's salary. Oh, so that's actually insane as well. So Corey Perry, I don't know, was he? I don't know how much he was making, but if LA is going to retain 50% of his salary, I don't know if he's on here. He's not. I'll Google it. I'll figure out how much, because that's a steal. I would say that is definitely a steal. If you get to, only pay Perry 50% of what he was making, that's a pretty dang good deal. So I really like that. Let's Google that. Corey Perry. Oh man. Now I can't Google. Corey Perry. What salary? That's probably what we want. He is, oh my gosh, he's making almost league minimum. Dude, They got Corey Perry for a sock. Like, golly, that's crazy. That's crazy. What a steal for the the Tampa Bay Lightning. As sure they have to give up a second round pick, but they get Corey Perry, who's going to be a veteran player for them. He's already been in that system a couple times, as we've mentioned before. He's won a Stanley Cup with them, but now they only have to pay him like $2,500. $25,000. I don't know. What am I saying? He's making league minimum. So Tampa Bay, anyway, has to pay only half of that because the LA Kings are going to retain 50% of Perry's salary, which, by the way, he is on an expiring deal. So it's a 1 year, I believe, $1.5 million contract. So you can do the math if you want. But again, LA gets a second round pick. And as we saw with Warren Fogle, it seems like LA is headed down towards a mini sort of rebuild here. Obviously, Kevin Fiala getting out, injured in the Olympics. That was awful. Kopitar's on his way out. He's going to retire at the end of the season. And I think now they got to figure out what they want to do here with their team. They're getting some picks, which is really smart because, without that, just get rid of some veterans, get some picks, and maybe you could start a rebuild, maybe get lucky with some of those picks, or maybe package some of those picks together to make a flashier move. Obviously, they got a Tarmi Panarin a couple weeks ago. So they still have kind of a star there, but obviously, we'll see what happens. Again, let me know down in the comments or in the chat who you're cheering for, who you're wanting to your team to get. Who do you want your team to get for sure? I will interact with you guys. I will be here for about 2-ish hours, maybe 2.5, depending on the news. As of course, I will be giving you guys the updated information whenever we get those. I'm checking Twitter right now. I'm going to see if we got anything. I only got something from Adam Schefter, so that's football. That's not hockey. But for your Minnesota Wild fans, since we are, based in Minnesota, Michael Russo did say, as of this moment, this was 30 minutes ago, he said, I'm not expecting anything else from the Minnesota Wild, but there is still quite a bit of time here at the deadline. So he's not expecting anything. But we know Billy Guerin. He might be trying to cook something up. The Wild have been rumored to be interested in a lot of centers. Obviously, they do need a center of some kind. So we'll see. We will see what happens for sure. But other than that, now we kind of wait around and we can speculate a little bit as we just went through all the trades that have happened. I will continue to refresh this page to see if we have any updated trades. But obviously, I will get alerts from Emily Kaplan, from all these guys on Twitter and in the ESPN app. So that's the best way. If you want to be alerted, if you can't, stay here, I'd say go on to Twitter, put on notifications on like Emily Kaplan or what's his name? The other guy. Oh, man. Or just you could also get their alerts also in the ESPN app, which is also easy to get. But yeah, let me know who do you guys want? Who do you guys want? What team are you guys cheering for? What team is your team? And who do you want them to target here with about an hour and 40 minutes left in the trade deadline? Again, I'm just refreshing the page. We just want to make sure we don't miss anything. But yeah, it's kind of funny how it says the Wild are trending on X right now. It's like, why? Why are they? Is there some rumors? I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, I'm a Wild fan, so that's what I'm working on here, and that's who we're mostly gonna cover. But we might have a update, and that again, dude. Okay, dude. I got a notification for something I had already read. I hate when that happens, isn't it? Isn't that annoying when that happens? I don't know. We could chill though. We're chilling today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get a conversation going in the room here. What's a good question? What's a good question? Ask me a random question if y'all want. But other than that, I'll try to, we can figure out something else to talk about for sure. Appreciate everybody, though, who's watching. You guys do not have to be spending your time here. Thank you guys so much. I guess we could take a look at the NHL standings. We could do that. I hope. Oh, I would have to hold up. I would have to search it up, but never mind. I'm not going to do that. So yeah, that's just kind of the trade board for now. But yeah, we kind of chilling for now. And then, whenever something happens, it happens, and we're ready to react to it. I believe ESPN also has coverage if you guys want to do that. If you want a more professional coverage of the trade deadline, ESPN should have one coming up in about an hour or so. Man, trade deadlines are always so fun. There's always kind of a little time when there's nothing really happening, but then I'm expecting once we get about an hour left in the trade deadline, that's when some of the bigger trades, if there are bigger trades, will trickle in. Obviously, GMs are right now calling teams up. They're trying to negotiate contracts. I'm guessing the Rangers are getting a lot of calls for Trocheck. I'm guessing the Blues are getting a lot of calls for Robert Thomas. Calgary's probably getting some calls for Coleman and Kadri. St. Louis also, not just Thomas, but Parayko, who actually might have been traded already, depending on how you view that. Justin Falk, Braden Shen. But yeah, here, without further ado, let's go through this TSN basically ranking of best people available. So obviously Vincent Trocheck is number one here. He's expressed, a lot of teams have expressed a lot of interest in that guy right there, including your Minnesota Wild. He has 3 years left. It's about $5.6 million on a cap hit there. He has 12 goals, 39 points in 46 games played. He is 32 years old. You got another veteran at 2 is Nazem Kadri. I think that might be a little too high, but we'll see if he gets traded and for what it costs him to get traded. He's 35 years old. He has 41 points. That's 12 goals. He's making $7 million a year for the next 3 years, so that's a bit of a pricey contract, especially if you're talking about the Wild. Robert Thomas, a little more than that, but he's also almost a decade younger. He's 26 years old. He's played 44 games, 37 points, 13 goals. 13 goals also for Blake Coleman, who's number 4. He's at age 34. So again, a lot of veterans besides really Robert Thomas on the tops of these trade boards here. So it's going to be interesting to see, if any of these guys get moved at all. I'm pretty sure Vincent Trocheck is going to get moved. I don't think he would have been scratched last game if he wasn't going to get traded. So we'll see for sure. But again, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate it. I'm going to, pull up the NHL standings. Don't know why. It's loving to take it. Sweet old time. But it's all right because we got all the time here. Let's take a look. Eastern Conference. You got Tampa Bay at 1 with 80 points, but, tied for them with 80 points is the Buffalo Sabres, who have, they're on a 5-game winning streak. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10 games. Detroit, though, 3 points behind them at 77. 2 points behind them are the Canadiens at 75 points, and then 2 points behind them are the Bruins at 73 points. Then Ottawa is, I believe, 4 points behind them with 69 points. Maple Leafs are 4 games behind them at 65. And then Florida has got kind of low-key it's been crazy. I thought once Tkachuk was going to come back, they were going to do well. But that's not been the case. They're 2-8 in their last 10, but they are still within a playoff spot is for sure. Rangers, we'll get to the Metropolitan Division now here. Carolina Hurricanes, 84 points is actually the conference high in the Eastern Conference. Then you got, in second, you got the Pittsburgh Penguins at 75. Also at 75 points are the New York Islanders. And then, as we mentioned, there's the Columbus Blue Jackets, who just got Connor Garland. Yeah, they got 72 points. They're in 4th spot. I think they're 1 game back of a wild card spot over there. Washington Capitals are at 69. They just traded away John Carlson. Flyers have been trading some players away. They're at 67 points. The Devils, 64 points. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what Jack Hughes. I'm guessing Jack Hughes will probably stay over there in New Jersey, but who knows? Maybe Bill Guerin can pull off a blockbuster. You got the New York Rangers at 56 points. That's the conference low, and that is a big reason why Vincent Trocheck is on the trade block. I think, if the Rangers were playing well, Vincent Trocheck I do not think would be on the trade block, but that is unfortunately how it has to come when you are Vincent Trocheck on the Rangers, who are not playing that great of hockey right now. Again, I just want to make sure everything is going well here. Thank you guys so much for your views. Appreciate the heck out of y'all. You do not have to be doing this. Great. Great. Perfect. All right. I was just making sure my stream was sounding good since we don't got anybody right here in the chat so far. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. All right. So yeah, that's kind of a look of the Eastern Conference. That's a little Eastern Conference standing look. And then we got the Western Conference. We can do them next here with the Minnesota Wild and the Colorado Avalanche. So the Colorado Avalanche currently lead the Western Conference with 91 points. They are 41 and 10 and 9. They've been absolutely insane. They have been on a little bit of uh you know, more of a 500 pace. 6-4 in their last 10, but then you got the Dallas Stars who are 10-0 in their last 10, a 10-game winning streak so far for them. They stand at 38 and 14 and 9 at 85 points. And then you got your Minnesota Wild at 82 points. That's just 3 points back of them with 1 game actually over them. They're 7-2-1 is your Minnesota Wild. They're in action against the Vegas Golden Knights tonight, who they have 10 more points than the Vegas Golden Knights currently. In fourth spot, you got the Utah Mammoth, who made some good moves a couple days ago. They're at 70 points. And then you got the Predators at 64 points, the Jets at 60, the Blackhawks at 56, and the Blues at 55 points. And then in the Pacific Division, it's been a rough year for the Pacific Division. You got the Vegas Golden Knights leading that division at 72 points. You got the Anaheim Ducks at 71, who I think with the addition of John Carlson will be very good. Edmonton has not had the best of times coming back from the Olympic break, but they're at 68 points. Obviously, there's the Kraken at 67. Then you got the San Jose Sharks at 64, the Kings at 64, the Flames at 55, and then the Vancouver Canucks, after trading away Quinn Hughes, have not been the same since. They have been worse. They have been awful, and it is what it is. But anyway, we'll go back over here to Sports Center's trade stuff. We'll take a peek and see if there's any other trades getting reported. And okay, so there we go. The Vinny Hinostroza trade does go through now. We already knew that though. So Minnesota trades away Vinny Hinostroza, but that just gets processed now at 12:14 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 1:14 Eastern. So with that all in mind, I think we're going to chill for now a little bit and appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Where do you think some of these top guys go? Where do you think Vincent Trocheck goes? Let me know in the chat, and maybe we can have a little discussion about that. Where you think? Do you think he's going to go to the Minnesota Wild? Do you think he's going to go to the Detroit Red Wings? Let me know in the chat down below. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much. You did not have to spend your time here, but you guys are choosing to. So again, appreciate the heck out of you guys. We're almost at a 30-minute stream here. We got an hour and a half. An hour and a half left here in the trade deadline. So things are only going to get more exciting. It's been kind of a dull trade deadline, not going to lie. But we got an hour and a half left. Can't wait to break it down with y'all. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. Here we are about 30 minutes into this stream. Let me refresh X, see if we get any other sources from anybody else. And it is no more sources. So it's kind of I'm guessing people are just kind of, would you say, negotiating right now. That's most likely the best option here. That's probably the best, safest bet. They're probably just negotiating negotiating trades, negotiating contracts, whatever you want to say. So again, we're just going to stand by here and see what the heck happens over here at the trade deadline. So again, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Can you guys, I want to see, does this whole screen setup work for you guys? Can you see it well, or is it a little fuzzy? I'm going to see here. Let's see. I think it's fine. I think it looks fine. It's a little fuzzy, unfortunate, but man, it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. All right, I think it's fine though. Mhm. Cool. We're chilling, boys. We have been streaming for 31 minutes here. We're gonna be streaming for a couple more hours. I'm not quite sure what to talk about right now, though. So if you guys have any questions, if you have any uh predictions, let me know in the comments down below. I guess here, let's put up a poll. Let's put up a poll here. Do we think there's going to be a blockbuster trade? Blockbuster trade. Yay or nay? Yes or no? Let me know. Vote in the poll. Let's see. See what y'all say. Let's see what y'all say here. Is it up? It's up. Please tell me it's up. Please tell me it's up. There we go. Do we get a blockbuster trade? Let me know in the poll for sure. Perfect. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I always like putting up polls because, I like to interact with the chat, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we'll see. We're just kind of chilling. We're just kind of chilling today. So that's all right. That's all right. I kind of want something to come down here. I kind of want a trade to go down. I want to talk about something, right? I want to talk about something instead of just yapping around. But still nothing going around. So it's going to be really interesting. I'm going to kind of go around X, see if there's anything we could talk about via X. But again, appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm going to keep saying that because y'all do not have to be watching this. I'm a small streamer, but if you feel led to, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, we're just kind of we're chilling. I mean, we could talk more about this. We could talk more about the Nick Foligno trade because I really like it. I really like the Nick Foligno trade for your Minnesota Wild. And that's what we're going to do. Let's talk a little bit about the Minnesota Wild with that addition of Nick Foligno. I believe they become a better team than they were 24 hours ago. Getting Nick Foligno is really good. It's really good. I really like it. And let's see what people are saying in X. What are they saying? I think, playing with his brother, that's gonna be so cool. So good. Um, so some people are saying seeing the Foligno brothers finally on the same bench is what hockey is all about. The chemistry in the locker room just went through the roof. There's something special about hockey moments like this. A veteran like Nick Foligno getting a chance to chase a cup alongside his brother Marcus. That's bigger than just a trade. Stories like these are why sports hit different. Yeah, I like that. I like that for sure. All right, a lot of people I think are liking this. A lot of people are liking this, so maybe it was a little smart from Billy Gare, and maybe people are saying, "Oh, yeah, that's a cute story that we're going to be interested in." Hopefully, that's the case. Hopefully, that is the case indeed. Oh man, yeah, I really do like that trade, and the more I think about it, the more I like it. That Nick Foligno trade I really like it. And your Minnesota Wild have been very active. They have made what, one, two, three trades here so far today, plus a couple other trades earlier. Getting Petrie yesterday, and then they got McMarron. McCarron, I think is how you say it. Yeah, McCarron. Michael McCarron from the Predators. Don't know why we used a second round pick to get that, but then we also got Roman Smith. Like, we've been very active. Whether it's not been, a blockbuster trade like a Tarmi Panarin, it has still been, a very productive, I think, trade deadline for your Minnesota Wild. And we still got, I mean, an hour and a half more or less of trades to filter in. Obviously, I mean, I remember the Brad Marchand trade took forever to get through. Like, it came in after the deadline, actually. So that's why we're going to be here all the way till then, just kind of waiting to see what happens along, with all these moves indeed. But yeah, we could definitely. I do want to break down, the Wild's lineup, like what it looks like for the Wild. Once we get closer to the deadline, I think, just because, of course, there could be a move, obviously that happens. But we could even maybe start doing that on Puck GM in just a second. Puck GM is so good. If you guys want to play around with rosters and trades, that is what you need to do. I just got a new X notification, so I'm going to take a peek and see what it's all about and see if we got any trades. We got maybe Michael Russo, possibly Michael Russo. Okay. I want to hear something from Michael Russo. No trades yet. Okay. Yep. No trades. It is just, oh gosh, they're all just talking about Jason Tatum now. I mean, that's something we could talk about. But it's not hockey. It's not hockey. That's basketball. But Jason Tatum is going to be making his season debut for the Boston Celtics tonight. Y'all know I'm going to be tuning in for that. Are you going to be tuning in for that? Let me know in the chat below. All right. You know, sometimes you just got to entertain yourself. Oh man, hold up. Sorry. I just 11 is. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I was just setting something. There we go. All right, we're gonna get rid of that. We are gonna get rid of that, and yeah, we're just kind of waiting, guys. This is the annoying thing, you know. Once you get done talking about the trades that have already happened, now you just kind of wait around for more trades to happen so you can talk about more trades. But we'll see. We'll see what the heck happens here. You know, approaching 40 minutes here, so an hour and 20 more or less left in the trade deadline. Pardon me while I drink some water. But yeah, I mean, who's gonna get traded? I don't know. I don't know at this point. Where do they go? I legit do not know. So it's going to be really interesting. I'm getting Puck GM out here, guys. So I'm not sharing the screen while I just find that. So that's why I just put the thumbnail back on. I'm just setting up our next little exercise while we wait for trades to just trickle in towards the top of the hour. That's when I'm guessing it's going to happen. So I guess we could probably do this little exercise and then wait for about 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern, and that is when I'm guessing some of the trades will start coming in. So I'm gonna just get this exercise out here. I would like to create a roster. Let's go. In season. Okay, and then Minnesota Wild trade deadline. There we go. We're going to talk a little bit about your Minnesota Wild here because not much trades going on right now. Manage an existing NHL team. Yeah. I definitely want to do that. I am not a robot. Golly, I hate when they ask you, like, I'm not a robot. Like, it just takes forever, bro. It just takes forever. And now I'm streaming, too, so you never know what they might say. Oh, maybe you are a robot. I'm not a robot, though. Golly. All right. Can I just click that, please? Oh, by the way, I'm going to the Timberwolves game tomorrow. Do you guys want content from the Timberwolves game? I'm going to that game, so maybe I can get some content out there. Hold up. Hold up, boys. We never mind. We're just talking that notification. It was just about the WBC. There's a lot of interesting things going around in sports right now, though. The NBA and NHL playoffs are getting ready. MLB season's getting ready. WBC is getting. Golly, why is this taking so long? NFL is gonna start. Like the free agency is gonna open up. So yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see what the heck happens. Man, bro, why is this taking so long? I don't know. Got another notification on X. So again, we're just kind of chilling. We're just waiting. I just can't believe Tatum came back from under 10 months of since surgery. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to read. This is just spinning, bro. It is just spinning. We have to close. Maybe close it. Maybe do we have to close it? I don't know why this is not working. It normally works. All right, we're going to close it and we're going to try it again. We're going to try it again after, like, all my things just closed. All my windows just closed for some reason. Oh, gosh. Dude, all my windows just legit closed. Like, I don't know why, bro. I do not know why. What the heck? All right, well, that's all right. We chilling. We are chilling again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. I might just go for a second here. I might go for a second. I don't, want to leave y'all here, but we might have to leave for just a little bit, and then I'll come back top of the hour. We come back top of the hour. Maybe we'll come back top of the hour. Around top of the hour. All right, I'm gonna be back. So hold on. We should be able to put this up. Does this come up? Please tell me that comes up. I just need to probably chill a little bit, give my computer yeah, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Again, appreciate everybody for tuning in. I think I'm going to come back in a second. We're going to do a quick break, and then I will be back by 2 Eastern. I will be back by 2 Eastern. And boom. There we can go. And then we can do even this. Perfect. That looks good. And I think that means, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for tuned in. I'm going to come back around 2 Eastern. Probably a little sooner. I'm just gotta do a couple things. Just got called to do a couple things. So without further ado, I will be back in just a second. I'm gonna put some music on. Don't worry. We got copyright-free music coming on here. And then I will be back in just a second. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. Sorry. I decided to just take a quick break. I had to go do a couple things. If you know, you know. And I was able to finally go on to Puck GM, which is what we wanted to go to. And so now we can kind of preview what this Wild team will look like if they don't make any other trades. Obviously, if they make other trades, this would not be accurate. But now we can kind of, with some of these moves, with the Nick Foligno move, with the other moves, we could take a quick look at kind of what the projected cap is looking like. So cap space, we actually gained cap space somehow with the moves that we gave up. We gained cap space a little bit more. We had under $1 million. Now we have over $1 million. Still not enough, but we could definitely, that means there's still trades available. I did want to mention here, no second round picks for the next 3 years, no first round pick for this year. But otherwise, you still have a lot of other picks available to trade if you were to trade. And then here's kind of what the roster's looking like right now. So Kaprizov, Hartman, Zuccarello is obviously going to be your number one line unless you get a number one line center. Then Tarasenko, Ek, and Boldy are kind of your second guys because if you guys don't remember, Johansson is technically injured right now. So he's not on injured reserve, but he is kind of banged up with, I think, probably a concussion. We have Jeff Petrie here. We have Nick Foligno here. I think Nick Foligno plays. Nick Foligno, I think, plays in place of Robbie Fabry. So let's actually just sub them out right now. I think Foligno for sure comes on the bottom line, at least bottom line. Bobby Brink, 24 years old. He's an expiring deal, but he's fairly cheap, and he's 24. He's probably plays on this third line now with trending in Europe. Now, let's say Johansson, it's not a season-ending injury. He'll be back. He will be back now. So we're just going to kind of look at the offense right now. We're not going to go defense. We'll go defense in a second, but I think the defense is more set than the offense because there's a lot of offense moves. Which of these guys comes out now? Because now you have a lot. And this is where I feel like there might be another move coming. Because any of these players you could have play. Stern's going to play. Yurov's going to play. Trenning's going to play. These top six are going to play. I think Bobby Brink plays. McCarron now, I don't know if he plays. Okay? Johansson, though, would probably be on the second line. Then Tarasenko would come play on the third line. This is how you've been having it. Now, Bobby Brink comes here, and then you have extras. And then what about what happens when Marcus Foligno comes back? And then you also have Robbie Fabry, who I think would probably now go down to the AHL. So probably the AHL, and then, this guy's a wing, so he could also play there. I don't know too much about the AHL team, but you definitely need another player there. So somebody's going to have to get put down there. And I don't know, is it Bobby Brink? I don't think it is. I don't think it's Bobby Brink, but we could take a look at some of his stats whenever this loads. He's 24. He was a second-round pick in 2019. He has decent stats that, I don't know if I want to get rid of him, if you know what I mean. I don't think I would want to get, I think I would probably want to keep him if I'm Billy Guerin. I want to keep him. You traded for him for basically Juracek, so it's a defenseman swap for a forward. I think Bobby Brink comes in. But now you also have McCarron, who you traded, and you want him to play. So this just leads me to believe, I feel like we're going to get one more trade. I think we're going to get one more play. Whether it's a Hartman trade, whether it's a Yurov trade, whether it's a Sturm trade, I think one of these bottom six players are going to get traded. Let me know. Let me know what you think, because right now, and then especially when Foligno comes back from injury, he's going to play. He's an assistant captain. He's an alternate captain. He's going to play. Yeah, it's when you take a look at here, remaining salary. There's not too much remaining here for a lot of these guys, but the overall cap hit is what you want to look at, so that's why I have it over here. Foligno, it's an insane cap hit. And, it's 4.5. 4.5 is a lot, especially with a team that doesn't have as much salary cap space. But also, you got to take a look at the defense here. So right now, getting Jeff Petrie, he's going to be your backup right defenseman. When a right defenseman goes out, he's going to. So whenever either a Spurgeon, a Faber, or a Bogosian gets hurt, he's going to come in. And then whenever a Middleton or Brodin or Hughes goes out, Damian Hunt's going to come in. So that's the mindset. But I think Petrie's going to play, and I wouldn't be surprised if he would replace Bogosian. They're both in their late 30s. I mean, you take a look. I mean, most of these guys besides Hughes and Faber are older on the defensive side. It's kind of crazy. You got a lot of older guys. So I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. For the Wild, what do they do? Do they trade Bogosian now because you now have Petrie? Or do you just keep Petrie as your backup defenseman? And then for the offensive side, there's so many pieces now. I think one of these bottom six players are going to get traded. And I could see a world where they trade Ryan Hartman. He was on that TSN top players who could be traded. But it's just it's really interesting. It is really interesting, and I just can't wait to see what happens. And then obviously goaltending, you could make an argument that you trade Jesper Wallstedt. I don't know. It's coming. We're coming at 2:01 Eastern time. We got 59 minutes. We're under an hour left in the trade deadline. I think only in a blockbuster would Jesper Wallstedt be included. I would think Urov would probably be included in there as well, maybe even Hartman, and that's where then you would probably slide McCarron back into the lineup. But then you got to think about how are you making yourself better by getting rid of all those assets. I mean, and you have these guys too, you did get Roman Smith in a trade. I don't know why these aren't I don't care if they're a left-handed shot or whatever. They're still playing defensively. I wouldn't be surprised if Lambos gets traded. He's been good, but he's a good asset to trade. You have a lot of young defensemen. Roman Smith is who we traded. I forgot who we traded him for, but he's in his final year. And then Charlie Stremel is, probably getting a lot of the name, throwing him into a trade because he's going to be good. He's not in the AHL level yet, but I'm really interested to see. And I just want to shout out y'all. I just remember this. Thank you guys so much for watching that latest podcast episode when I said this is why I don't trade. This is why I have a huge problem with Vincent Trocheck. Shout out to you guys because there's 300 to 400 views on that. So shout out. Oh, why did I say Matt? My goodness. Sorry. Forgot to get rid of that. But yeah, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for making that one of my most viewed videos ever. It means a lot. It means a lot as well. So appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll go back to live. Oh, man. All right. Yeah. So we'll see. Sorry, I'm pressing around. Well, anyway. Okay. So now, that we're kind of playing around with that. I'm not quite sure, if we're going to get any trades. There's still nothing. There's still nothing getting reported, which is really strange. Normally we would get more trades, but not right now. Not right now at all. We did get something. We did get something from Judd Zolgad, who's going to be live as well. But we got a little trade here. We got a mini trade. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Nicholas Deslauriers is going to get traded. for Nicholas in for the Flyers. So I wonder if we have any updates on that. I just saw that here. I'll go back over here to the kind of the trade board we've been using. Here, let me refresh Sportsnet. Uh, let's just refresh that because there was some trade. I don't know if it's gone through already. I just saw it on X's floating around. You never know. Also, what's true. You have to kind of wait for it to get confirmed. And it doesn't seem like they have anything up on that yet. So these are, again, the recent trades. Vinny Hinostroza, I feel like that's just a trade, because you have so many forwards now. So yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure to see what happens here with the remaining 55 minutes exactly. 55 minutes left in the trade deadline. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Obviously, I'm like, oh man, I'm just thinking there's going to be another trade. I think there's going to be another trade, whether it's for the Wild, whether it's for another team. I think we truly do get a trade, a good trade. There's always one good trade. And if none of these top guys go that everybody has projecting to go, I'm going to be really surprised. I will be really surprised if nobody goes. I'm just being honest. Like, I feel like, sure, the price is high, but to make your team better, like, unless these teams think they're just good right now, like, they don't need to make anything. Like, they don't need to get anything else. I just think they do. Like, I think there's gonna be something. I mean, you're looking at these top names from TSN here: Vincent Trocheck, Nazem Kadri, Robert Thomas, Blake Coleman, Colin Parayko, Justin Folk, Evander Kane, Bobby McMahon, Oliver Ekman Larson, Braden Shen, Zach Whitecloud, who did get traded, Scott Langton, Elias Pettersson, Sergei Bobrovsky, maybe that gets traded. Patrick Laine, Jordan Binnington, Ryan O'Reilly, Steven Stamkos, and the list goes on. Doogie Hamilton. Like, there's so many names that it feels like somebody has to get traded, because there's been so much speculation. But we'll see. We will see what the heck happens. Indeed. We're just kind of waiting around here. But yeah, the Wild, it's a very interesting scenario here with all that. Here, I'll go back over to that page. With all these players here, they have a lot of depth now. I mean, maybe they just want to get depth. Maybe they just want to get depth here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they wanted to do. But let's see, like, if a trade is possible. Financially, is a trade possible here for one of these guys? Like, I don't want Vincent Trocheck, as y'all probably know if you've been watching. Yeah, if you watch my podcast, especially, I did an episode there that's been blowing up. Or at least for my channel, it's blowing up because I normally get 30 to 40 views on a podcast. Now I'm getting they got 300 to 400 views in like within 24 hours. It's absolutely crazy. But for the Rangers, it would be Trocheck here, and I want to see the salary. Like, here, there's Vincent Trocheck. He has 4 years left. True. He has a lot. Okay, $5 million. Right now, you would need to get rid of a lot more cap space. Luckily, the Rangers do have cap space. Now, in this trade, I don't want to give up Yurov, as I've expressed. However, now that you have gotten a base, of players that you could maybe throw in somebody like a Nico Sturm, okay? Maybe Nico Sturm could be a possibility. Let's add Nico Sturm. Let's add... who else can we add? This is just a problem. Matching the salary is so hard. Like, is it Bogosian? We're gonna definitely need a draft pick in here. So maybe it's a Bogosian just because you got what's his face? Why am I losing his name? Petrie. Sorry, there we go. And so let's see where it goes financially right here. You're still down $2.5 million. You still need to get rid of $2.5 million. Like, why? Like, this is just This shows you that you're gonna have to do something you don't want to do. Like a Yurov would possibly would a Yurov throwing Yurov into this trade? Would this even work? It still wouldn't work. You would still be down. Like this is, I think, the problem as well. It's not that I don't want to give up Yurov, but it's you have to give up so much salary. However, I could see a way. I could see a world where they trade Vladimir Tarasenko. Okay, um, Tarasenko matches the salary almost perfectly. I think you would have to give up a younger talent, which would definitely, be the guy we've been all speculating for sure. Um, is he even in this system right now? I don't think he is. No, he's not. There we go. Where is he? Charlie. He's in the NCAA. And then probably I don't know what the price is for Trocheck either. Like Tarasenko, Stremel, and then it could be even a Robbie Fabry now. Like maybe they just because I don't see a place for Robbie Fabry, but I also see a place for him in Iowa, so maybe not. Who could be a good piece? We just need salary filler. I'm trying to figure out a Lambos, I guess. A Lambos, I wouldn't be opposed to doing this. And then so Lambos, Charlie Stremel, and Vladimir Tarasenko is still not enough financially. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. I would be okay with I don't want to give up too much, but a David, would that work? No, it doesn't. Oh, because these are AHL money. This is AHL money. That's why. It would probably have to be so maybe it is a Bogosian. Maybe it is a Bogosian in that trade, and that's why they did Petrie. So again, we're just speculating. We're speculating here. So it would be Bogosian in this trade. This would be financially well. This would work financially, and you wouldn't even have to add in a pick. Is this too much? Let me know in the chat. Is this too much for Vincent Trocheck? Vincent Trocheck, what's his price? Let's play a little bit here. If this happens, if this kind of trade happens, would I be okay with it? Yeah, I think I would. Rights to Charlie's right. You're trading the rights to him. And draft, I wouldn't want to give up much, but maybe a third round pick in 2028. It would be something like that. So let's say that goes through. It works financially. Okay. It works financially pretty much. We can obviously undo the trade if needed. But now I wanted to see if this would work. Sure, we get rid of some picks. We would have to get rid of picks. It's fine. So we trade. Say we were to trade here. Trocheck for Tarasenko, Stremel, and Bogosian. Say that were to happen, and also with third round pick. Maybe that's too much. I don't know if you do Bogosian, Stremel, and Tarasenko. Maybe you don't have to do a pick, but we'll figure it out. Now, Hartman would probably slide down to your third line winger. Tarasenko would become your center one alongside Zuccarello and Kaprizov. You'd have Johansson when healthy, Eriksson, Ek, and Boldy. And then Trenin, Yurov, and Hartman. And then you got Foligno, Sturm, and Bobby Brink. And then you have McCarron as your kind of backup. And then in this scenario, it would be Petrie coming in for Bogosian. This could work. If you were to pass that trade for Vincent Trocheck, I could see that happening. However, I don't know if I still want to do it. So I'm going to undo this transaction. Undo last trans. We're just going to undo the trades. So there we go. Boom. There we go. We reverted the trade. So that is definitely a option. It's an option, but it's again, I don't know if that's what we want to do. So I demoted Fabry to the AHL. I think that's what you would do. And I think until Foligno comes back, which he's expected to miss most of the season, with the regular season. So like you would have McCarron as just your backups forward. And then you'd have Hunt and Petrie as your backup defenseman. And those are your kind of your three scratches. Like Kaprizov, Harman, Zuccarello, I'm okay with. Johansson, Eriksson, Boldy, I'm okay with. Trenin, Yurov, Tarasenko, I like a lot. And then Nick Foligno, Nico Sturm, and Bobby Brink. I like that better than the Sturm. What's his line right now? Sturm, Hinostroza, who's now gone, and was it Pitlick? I like it better. That's definitely an upgrade. You get it more depth for sure with McCarron coming off the bench. And then on defense, you have Hughes, Faber still. So you still have Brodin and Spurgeon. You still have Middleton and Bogosian, but now you have Hunt and Petrie. So now you have a left-handed defenseman on the backup bench and a right-handed. And then you have Wallstead and Gustafson. Like, I mean, I can get behind that. But also with all these trades that Bill Guerin has made, as we were kind of working around with Trocheck, you can see that there is a way. There is a way to Trocheck using these pieces, and it doesn't appear for you to be losing too much depth-wise. Okay? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got some more notifications. I'm going to just clear them, see what happens here. Ba-da-bum. Okay, sources say here. So here's the okay, hold up. This is the line they are. Judd Zulgad said. This could be okay. Let's play with this. Let's play with this line here. So when Foligno comes back in the playoffs, we're thinking you could have a new fourth line of McCarron, Foligno, and Foligno. If I feel like that's probably the mindset for a shutdown checking line that you need in the playoffs. So I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot for the playoffs. Obviously, Foligno, he's going to not play for a little bit. But whenever he comes back, you throw him there. I think that's good. I think Bobby Brink will probably stay here. But I also think he could be a Tarasenko replacement if you were to trade. I wasn't even thinking about trading Tarasenko. But since we had done that exercise of trading, for Trocheck or a player like him, it shows that it's possible. Frank Saravelli said, sources say St. Louis Blues are finalizing a trade to move Captain Brayden Schenn to the Islanders. Okay. I can get down with that one. Brayden Schenn to the Islanders. I like that. I'm going to say I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So that's going to be kind of the newest trade rumor, but we'll see. We'll see if something gets, and a player on one of the target lists is going to probably get moved here. So I'm going to refresh this site, and then TSN is getting refreshed over there as well. I'm sorry. It's just refreshing. The sites are refreshing. No big deal. Just chill. We're chilling here. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. So yeah, Brayden Schenn, where is he in this? He's 11th in TSN's trade board. Okay. So it looks like he's going to get traded to the Islanders. I like that move for the Islanders. I'm going to say I really like that move for the Islanders. All right, get rid of this. Yeah. So with that move, the Islanders are most likely going to get Brayden Schenn. Okay. We at least got something. And we got another post from Judd Zulgad, who... Oh, wait. Done deal. There we go. All right. Done deal. All right. We got it. Done deal. Schenn has waived his no trade to accept the deal to the Islanders. Okay. There we go. There we go. Saravelli reporting that. All right. I like that. Yeah, I want to know the return. So they're so the Islanders, yeah, they get a good deal there. I like that. I like that for sure. Okay. Um let's talk about that as I hear. I am just kind of processing that. Okay. Braden Shen gets traded to the Islanders from the St. Louis Blues, helps them get some more depth on the center side. I really like that. Let me know. Let me know. Is that a W trade or an L trade in the chat? Let me know. W or L. I like that. Okay. We got to trade, though. Let's go. I wanted a trade. It's kind of underwhelming, however. So this should get updated. This should get updated. Doesn't mean it's going to get updated, but it should get updated. So yeah, number 11 here, Braden Shen, right there, gets traded to the Islanders. Islanders make it. I'm waiting for that return. Obviously, I don't know if we're gonna get that return for a while, but yeah, we got 20 minutes. We got 40 minutes. 40 minutes left in the deadline, dude. 40 minutes left. This is where it's gonna get good. This is where it's gonna get good. This is when the good stuff happens, boys. Come on. This is gonna be this. Yeah, 40 minutes. There you go. 40 minutes left. This is. I can't wait. I can't wait to see. I'm excited. Again, there was that move, but I still think that was a little underwhelming for a trade that I'm looking at. So yeah, Braden Shen gets traded to the Islanders. The Islanders are, again, as we've mentioned here, the Islanders. Let's take a look at the standings again. They have been, I mean, they have been in contention. They're right there. So this is a great playoff move for the Islanders. Again, I don't know why these things, take so long to load, but appreciate everybody for tuning in. Oh man, this has been a longer stream today, especially because it's not like a game stream. It's just a talking stream. Anyway, here's the Islanders. Here's where they sit. I want to pull up the wild card because that's what really matters. Because you can kind of see now the playoff races, how they're going. So yeah, the Islanders currently sit third spot in the Metropolitan, but they are, they're on the brick of getting, eliminated from that Metropolitan spot, but they would then most likely go to a wild card. I'm expecting the Islanders to make the playoffs for sure. And with that trade, I like it. I like it a lot here. Let's go to over here to this trade tracker, see if they have any updates over here. But yeah, as you said, as a Minnesota Wild are in action against Vegas tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Gosh, that's gonna be a late game. That is going to be a late game for sure. We got another post. All right, what is it? What is it? Come on. Well, what's the notification, or is it just a notification I've already read? Dude, that's the annoying thing about. Oh, nope. We got another one, but it's not for NHL. It's not for NHL. It's Shems Charania, from the NBA, bro. Like, why? Is it just more on Tatum? Ooh. Oh, a prospect broke his thumb. Dang, that's tough. Dude, he was gonna get drafted too. That's tough for sure. All right. So, Braden Shen, what are your guys' thoughts on that trade? Braden Shen to the Islanders, not the Rangers, but now we can go over here. Islanders, there we go. So, okay, it's still to be determined. And then we got some other trades here. Yep, Delorier for a 6th. Okay, I really like that. That's a playoff move. So the Hurricanes get Delorier. And then it gets some other trades that just aren't really of the importance of, being able to report them. But other than that, it's all the things that we've been talking about for the last hour and 20 minutes. So yeah, Braden Shen is the newest trade. He gets traded to the St. Louis Blues. He gets traded from the St. Louis Blues to the New York Islanders. Okay. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the chat down below. Overall here, it's not that great of a trade in my opinion, but it will help. It will help the Islanders for sure. So yeah, appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm trying to get that energy back. Trying to get that energy back for sure. Here we are under 35 minutes till the trade deadline is over. 35 minutes exactly. Right there. Oh man. I've been streaming for an hour and 25. Again, appreciate everybody for tuning in. These are the newest trades as we're just kind of walking through it. It's good for the Islanders. And now we wait yet again. Again, not really much to talk about. Not much to talk about, though, about it because, I don't know much about the Islanders. Can't say much about it, so. Yep, just kind of waiting now for another trade. And we'll see if that happens. Oh. It's a long one, though. It's a long one. I'm waiting to flash that trade alert sign here for sure. Golly. Yeah, the Atlantic Division again. You got the Lightning at 38 and 18 and 4 with 80 points on top of that Atlantic Division. Do they make another move? They got Corey Perry. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like that's a good move for them. Again, do you want me to go back and I guess we could talk about the rest of the trades that had happened previous to today. Is this still loading or no? Yep, it's still loading. Golly is right, guys. Oh my god. We'll see though. Just kind of chilling. I don't know why this is taking forever to load. So Braden Shannon's 11th off the board, but did he get taken? No, he's still there. He's still there. I mean, Jesper Wallsted's here at 30. Do the Wild move him? I just don't see it, you guys. I just don't. Oh man, I think the Wild are done. And it's kind of it's not a down. It's a depth trade deadline, and that's kind of what you're looking for. It's not a blockbuster. You already got the blockbuster in Quinn Hughes. So again, it's kind of hard to do two blockbusters in the same year. And we're still waiting on that return for Braden Shen. What the Islanders had to price for him, because that could be, I could see Trocheck's price being similar, very similar to Shen's price a little bit. Okay, so that's just I mean, they're finalizing it still from Emily Kaplan, so. Yep, so not much at all, guys. That's annoying. Dude, I wanted some more excitement. Obviously, we'll see if there's some more excitement carrying on in the coming minutes, because there's about 30 minutes left in the trade deadline. So 30 minutes for general managers to figure out, okay, is my team good enough to make a run, or do I need to sell some players, or all that fun stuff? So we will see. We will see what happens coming up. In the meantime, we just kind of wait. We just wait and watch, wait and wait. I guess we can't even really watch anything. I mean, you can watch me, but yeah, we got a good trade. We got a good trade. I wanted to see if Marcus Foligno said anything about Nick Foligno's trade. If I don't know if they've said anything. If I don't know if they're at practice or anything like that, but I could try to find something like that. That'd be probably pretty cool to see. The brothers. That could be that. I guess that. Yeah, let's figure that out. Appreciate everybody for watching, guys. I am sorry. We're just kind of waiting. We've been here. We've been here an hour and a half. Thank you guys so much. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the trade deadline so far. Obviously, Braden Shen just got traded, so I'm waiting for Sports Center to get that up. Sportsnet to get that up. But what are your guys' thoughts on the deadline? What are your thoughts? Marcus Foligno on brother trade. I want to see if there's any video that we can play. It might be a little chippy, but it's fine. I don't know if there's any. I don't know if there's any moves. It doesn't seem like anyone has spoken yet. So, all right, we guess we can chill then. Here, yeah, 29 minutes. 29 minutes left here. Ba-da-ba-da-da. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just figuring out something quick. All right. Yeah. Again, I'm just kind of reading some reports from Russo, from Saravelli, Kaplan, all those guys, all those girls. I mean, they're all the insiders, seeing if they. I mean, they're gonna obviously break the news first, but nothing yet. Nothing yet. Oh, guys, I wanted a blockbuster. I really wanted a blockbuster trade. I wanted to react to the blockbuster, but unfortunately, doesn't seem like, there's going to be anything, but obviously could change in a second. So we got to be ready for sure here. I might pull up ESPN, see what they're talking about on their Trade Center special, because I got no idea what to talk about. I gotta lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I don't know what to talk about. So we're gonna see what ESPN's talking about and see if they got any reports for us. I mean, obviously they're probably gonna have some sort of a panel as well. So that's like it's just me. Like if I could ask people, like if I actually had people here, like besides me, like I could ask people questions. It's just me though talking, so it gets a little tiring sometimes, for sure. But I would appreciate it if you guys would hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Here on our road to 500 subscribers. Here, I guess we can pop that one back up. Pop that banner back up. Up. There we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all did not have to be spending your day here. Let's see if Sportsnet got their act together here. Hopefully they did. Yeah, I mean, like Steven Stamkos, is he still an option? Well, we'll have to wait and see. There we go. Okay, so they're so behind. NHL is NHL.com is ahead of the game. It is ahead of the game. All right, I'm actually going to separate views here. We're going to separate views, and we are actually going to then split this view again here. Boom. Can we swap the views? I want reverse views. There we go. Whoop. There we go. All right. There we go. We're back. I think ESPN is just locking in for us more today. So we're going to put ESPN, TSN, all that stuff. So again, Braden Shen is the newest trade. Here on March 6th, I'm going to pull up what ESPN's saying, see if there's anything over there. But yeah, we're just kind of waiting to see what the heck happens here in the remaining 25 minutes left. 25 minutes remain in the trade deadline. Obviously, trades will trickle in probably if there's any other trades. Like maybe we've seen a lot of blockbusters coming after the 2 o'clock. So we'll be live for a little bit after the trade deadline. Like we're not going to just exit it right after. It's loading. Just loading. Everything's loading super slow today. We have bad internet right now too. So again, guys, do you want what do you want? What do you want me to know here? What you want me to know? Ask me anything, bro. Ask me anything. Can we close that window? There we go. That makes things go a little better. Makes things flow a little faster there. Had too many windows open, possibly. Is the stream quality still good? I hope it is. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. Does that look okay? I'm trying to figure out if that looks okay. I hope it does. I hope it does, guys. I hope this is entertaining. If it's not entertaining, let me know as well, and I could change things up. If you have any ideas for how to make these kind of streams better, as we got a new post from Michael Russo. So hey, hold on to your seatbelts here. We have got a post from Michael Russo, and okay, so Brink is likely going to start at right wing tonight with Yurov. They're debating on who's the left side. McCarron will play center tonight. I'll tweet out the lines during warm-up. So most likely, it seems like the Wild are going to be done after this. So Bobby Brink is going to come in, obviously. So let's go back to Puck GM with those now new reports from Michael Russo. Let's go back over here. Oh my gosh, why? Why does it have to be loading all the time? Like I had everything, bro. I had everything set up, and now it's just not working. And it's just, yeah, it's the joys of the internet, guys. It's the joys of the internet. The internet is great, but sometimes, man, it can hurt. So Russo was saying, Bobby Brink is going to play on the right side with Yurov. They said they're debating on who's going to play on the left. By the way, Johansson is out tonight, I'm pretty sure, still with that injury, so I'll put him back in the press box. McCarron's going to play center, so again, Tarasenko, unless he gets traded, he's going to be playing here with Boldy and Eck. And then Sturm is probably going to play on the wing then, and then I don't know if Nick Foligno plays tonight. If he weren't to play, let's figure out who would play over here. It would probably be Robbie Fabry, so we would have to bring him probably back up. And I think I don't know if Nick Foligno plays tonight. I'll put him in the press box for now. And so then probably Robbie Fabry with McCarron and Sturm. And then I'd say Trenny probably plays on the wing with Europe and Brink. And I mean, these lines aren't terrible for your Wild. I think they're better than they were 24 hours ago. And that's all that really that's all that really matters. So that's the latest from Michael Russo. Brink likely starts, right wing with Yurov. They're debating on who's on the left side. McCarron will play center tonight. I'll tweet out the lines during warm-ups. By the way, puck drop doesn't drop till about 10 o'clock on the East Coast. So we've still got loads of time till that, and it's only 2:39. So we got 21 minutes left here in the trade deadline. It's where we are getting to the nitty-gritty, guys. I'm actually going to do this here. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. 21. We are under 20 minutes. Under 20 minutes, you guys. Under 20 minutes left. That is crazy. That is crazy, you guys. We are here. It's been a little long, but we are under 20 minutes. Come on, let's go. Dude, it's coming, guys. Will there be a trade? Will there be a Vincent Trocheck trade? We are under 20 minutes left here in the trade deadline. The Minnesota Wild most likely are going to be done. A lot of these teams most likely are going to be done. But will one team make one move that will make it worth it all? We're finding out that. We're going to find that out coming up in not too long from now. We will find out, 20 minutes, under 20 minutes here. The trade deadline, the trade window will close. Nobody will be able to make any more trades. And so, yeah, we just kind of wait. We wait, and that is all. That is all we can do. But wait, we just are going to wait because, that's all. That's all we're going to do. Man, appreciate everybody for watching here. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. These next couple minutes are going to be very interesting to see who ends up where. Who ends up where? I don't know. Again, not a lot of these big name players have been moved. Will they be moved in the offseason, or will they be moved here within these next 20 minutes here? Because there's 20 minutes left in the trade deadline. We only have that Braden Shen trade that came in a couple minutes ago, or maybe it was more than a few minutes ago. It was like 25 minutes ago, or more or less. But yeah. We're chilling here, so appreciate everybody for tuning in. And where do they go? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me where do they go? Because I got no clue. I got no clue where they're gonna go. If I'm being honest, I got no idea. No idea where they're gonna go. If they're gonna even get moved. I have a feeling that, I don't know, they might just not get traded. Some Trocheck might just not get traded. I wonder if the price might be too much for them to offer. I don't know why this is going crazy. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Boom. But yeah, where do you guys think? Where do you think these players are gonna go? Sorry, that should be loading. There we go. Okay. Where do you think? Just let me know in the chat down below. Appreciate everybody. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button here on our road to 500 subscribers. If you enjoy this content, feel free, share it to other hockey fans, as we are just waiting. We're waiting, and it might just not be anything. It might not be anything. Nothing might happen, or something crazy might happen, but we're going to be here no matter what, waiting for it to come. So that's what we're going to do here, the remaining 15-ish minutes here in the trade deadline. I just want to see if this countdown thing is going to work for like the 30-ish seconds, because we're going to have about 30 seconds left. When there's 30 seconds left, I think I should be able to do this, right? I think we'll be able to do that. I don't know. Maybe. Yep. Okay. It would work. It would work. Perfect. I just wanted to test that out. Wanted to test that out here. Cool. All right. I think, though, I'm going to step back. I'll be right back. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I'll be there in a sec. Why is that not going, bro? There we go. There we go. Perfect. We coming back, boys. We're coming back. Ah, man. We back. We back. We back. We back. All right. Appreciate everybody. Sorry. I just had to go fill up my water, bro. My throat is so dry after, talking for a while. But appreciate everybody for tuning in again today. I don't think we've had any other trades that have happened, but I will refresh the ESPN trade tracker, live updates, grades, and more. And we will see. Oh, okay. We will wait. Again, Vincent Trocheck still has not been moved. Will anybody get traded? I don't know. I legit am so, I feel like this is so underwhelming. Like, we are under 13 minutes to go. Under 13 minutes to go here in the trade deadline, and we are just waiting. We are waiting for something to happen. I feel like the whole NHL world is just sitting on their phone, sitting on their computer, waiting for something to happen. But it doesn't. I don't know if anything's going to happen. That's the unfortunate part here. It's the unfortunate reality that I don't know if anything's going to happen. So we will see. We will for sure see. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm lagging a little bit. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm lagging just a teeny bit. And I can't reload my streaming software because if I do that, I'm going to lose the full stream, bro. I'm going to lose the full stream if I I'm going to actually hold up. I'm going to close this. Boom. Close that. I'm just trying to get, the stream back up. It's kind of a little shaky right now, so we're chilling. We are chilling. I think that did help, though. That helped a lot. Perfect. All right, let's go. Oh, guys, we are about 11 minutes. 11 minutes till the trade deadline, bro. Oh my gosh. The time has come, bro. Not a lot of trades, a lot of mini trades, a lot of little trades, but nothing major has happened yet. So we're just waiting. We are waiting indeed. Man, I think I'm gonna be streaming for like another 25-ish minutes, more or less here. So we'll give some time after once the trade deadline hits. A lot of trades will trickle in if there's any other trades. I'm gonna just go over to here to X so y'all can see these X reports. But yeah. What are you guys' thoughts on what you, because like have your teams made any trades? I don't know who your teams are, so let me know who your teams are and who, if you've made any trades for sure. I want to know. I want to know. And we're just waiting here. Again, our last major notification was that Michael Russo saying Brink likely starts at right wing with Yurov tonight. They're debating on who's on the left side with Yurov and Brink, and then McCarron's going to play center tonight. He tweeted out the lines during warmups. I don't need to comment, whatever. So yeah, that's just kind of, and then the Islanders are finalizing a deal to acquire St. Louis Blues center Braden Shen. So just there's not a lot happening right now. That's just kind of how it's been. We are under 10 minutes though. Under 10 minutes. Guess what? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go in the trade deadline, guys. This is gonna get good. This is gonna get good. You know it's going to get good. You always know it's gonna get good at the towards the end of the trade deadline. Now we see, are any teams going to fit in any trades? We're going to figure that out coming up here in the remaining 8.5 minutes, guys. 8.5 minutes remain here in the trade deadline. Teams can only make trades for another 8.5 minutes. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. This is going to be good. This is going to be really, really good. It's going to be really fun. And, dude, will we get a blockbuster? Will we get a blockbuster? Let me know in the comments down below. As we are right now 8 minutes away. 8 minutes away from the trade deadline, guys. We started streaming at 12 o'clock. We've been streaming for an hour and 52 minutes. 2 hours. We started before the trade deadline. Guess what? 8 minutes. 7.5 minutes to go till it is time for the trade deadline to pass. We got so little time. Will something else happen? We do not know. All we are going to do is we are going to wait. We can only wait. That is the only thing we can do. Wait and see what happens. I reloaded the screens. Nothing has happened. And we are now 7. We are now 7 minutes away from the trade deadline, you guys. 7 minutes away before the NHL trade deadline will pass. No teams can make any moves. We're close. We're close, guys. Oh, my goodness. Whew, dude, it always gets me a little interesting. It gets me feeling a certain way because, there's some nerves to it. It's like, will they make a trade? Will they not make a trade? We find that out, coming up. It's going to be fun, guys. It is going to be really fun. I'm waiting. We haven't really had a trade at all, really, since we started streaming. We just kind of have talked about this trades for 2 hours. So, again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You are truly appreciated. Thank you guys so much. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on our road to 500 subscribers here. But the more important thing is, in just 10 seconds, we will be 6 minutes away. 6 minutes. We are 6 minutes away from the NHL trade deadline. Oh my goodness. Let's get this countdown getting ready, boys. 6 minutes left. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my goodness. I'm going to refresh this screen. We're going to refresh it. Here we go. We refresh it with under 6 minutes to go. Under 6 minutes to go. We see. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. And we're refreshing it again. Vincent Trocheck, the big name, still has not gotten moved. And Braden Shen remains the most recent trade, which means now we are close to 5 minutes remaining in the trade deadline. We are getting there. We are on our way to 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left in the deadline. Coming up in 3, 2, 1, boom. 5 minutes left in the trade deadline. Boom. There you go, guys. There you go. It's up on the screen. 5 minutes left. We are so close. We are so close. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Dude, here we go. This is crunch time. I'm refreshing everything. I'm going to pin 5 minutes here. Dude, 5 minutes. Here we go. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know your guys' thoughts. We have now 4 minutes remaining. 4 minutes remaining in the trade deadline, guys. This is where it all comes down to. It comes down to 4 minutes. 4 minutes left in the trade deadline. Will we get aid? Will we not? We find it all out coming up in just 6 minutes probably, because they normally trickle in about 10 minutes after. I'm going to be streaming for another probably 15-ish minutes to break down any other trades that trickle in after the deadline. But will we get another trade? I don't know. That is, me being truthful to you. I have no idea whatsoever, but we got under 4 minutes to go. We're at 3.5 minutes to go. 3.5 minutes left in the trade deadline. I'm refreshing all these notifications, seeing do we have any notifications, and we still don't. We still don't. Are we going to get a last-minute trade, or will the trade deadline end with no trades in the last really hour and a half? There's the one Braden Shen trade, but other than that, nothing else. What a crazy day it's been. The Wilds have made some moves. We have talked about the Wilds moves. We will talk more about the Wild in upcoming episodes, but man, oh man, dude, we are close to 2 minutes. We have 2.5 minutes left. 2.5 minutes left here in the trade deadline. 2.5 minutes for these teams to call up teams to accept trades. If they don't accept these trades by 2.5 minutes from now, the trade deadline will be over. Nobody will make any trades. Here, let's go back over to this page on X here, see if we got anything updated on this side of things, and I don't see anything. We'll go back to notifications. We'll refresh the screen. Here we go, but no, we don't have any posts from since 26 minutes ago. And we have 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes remain here in the trade deadline. Gosh. Wow, guys, we're close to a minute. We are close to a minute left. We have not seen Vincent Trocheck, Robert Thomas, Nazem Kadri, none of these guys. We have not seen any of them get traded, and we are almost about 1 minute. 1 minute away from the trade deadline. Oh my goodness, you guys. Here we go. It's crunch time, guys. It is crunch time. We are under 1 minute left. We are under 1 minute left in the trade deadline. Wow. Dude, here we go. This is crunch time. This is crunch time. We're close to 30 seconds. We are close to 30 seconds. Are you all ready? Here we go. Are you ready? 30 seconds starts now. 30, 29, 28, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just like that, it is officially 3 o'clock on the East Coast, and the trade deadline has passed. The trade deadline has passed. Now we wait. But no more trades can be processed. Only the trades that have been called in before now will get processed. Now we wait. I will stay live for a little bit longer to see what happens, but the trade deadline has officially passed, and now we wait. Let's refresh this screen yet again. We've refreshed it so many times today, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and now we're just refreshing it for another time. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you think your team has done enough for you to compete in the playoffs? Let me know in the comments and the chat down below, because the trade deadline is officially over. But now we wait to see if anything trickles in after the trade deadline. Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, here, while we wait, let's take a look at all the trades that have happened, because the trade deadline is officially over. Oh man. Wow. The Wild doesn't seem like they did anything. Oh, this is I was expecting some trades, and so far, the trade deadline is over. Wow. Wow is right. Let's show it on the screen there. The trade deadline is over. Let's take a peek though. We can separate these views, and let's just look here at the trades that have happened today, starting off a couple days ago, really when all the madness started. March 1st, Wild traded for Roman Schmidt. He's going to be in the AHL. That was on March 1st. Then Connor Murphy got traded to the Oilers for a second-round pick. Then Michael McCarron, who's going to make his Wild debut tonight, got traded from the Predators to the Wild for a second-round pick. Cole Smith got traded to the Golden Knights for a defenseman and a third-round pick. Tyler Myers got traded from the Canucks to the Stars for a second and fourth-round pick. The bigger trade, Mackenzie Weegar gets traded from the Flames to the Mammoth for Mata, Castanga, a second-round pick, another second-round pick, and another second-round pick. So 3 second-round picks and 2 players go for Mackenzie Weegar. Nick Blankenberg goes from the Predators to the Avalanche. Mangiapane goes to the Blackhawks from the Oilers. The Oilers get Colton Dock and Jason Dickinson. Nick Dowd goes to the Golden Knights from the Capitals, and the Capitals get a goaltending prospect and a third-round pick, as well as a second-round pick. As we already stated, and we broke down this a little bit already earlier in the show, Nicholas Waugh got traded to the Avalanche from the Leafs for a first-round pick and a conditional fifth. The Sharks traded Jack Thompson for Jet Woe. The Wild got Petrie for a 7th-round pick. Fogle got traded from the Kings. He goes to the Senators. The Kings got a second and third round pick. The Stars got Bunting from the Predators, and the Predators got a third round pick. Perron got traded from the Senators to the Red Wings for a conditional fourth round pick. And then starting today, the Canucks started early in the morning. Early in the morning, it was like midnight here in Minnesota. They got Connor Garland. They traded Connor Garland to the Blue Jackets for a third and second round pick. Sam Carrick got traded from the Rangers to the Sabres. So staying in the state of New York, that was for a third and sixth round pick. Stanley and Shen from Winnipeg go to the Buffalo Sabres. John Carlson in that blockbuster kind of deal goes from the Capitals to the Ducks for a first and a third. Juracek gets traded from your Minnesota Wild for Bobby Brink. Bobby Brink is going to be playing with the Wild tonight, I'm pretty dang sure. Bruins traded a couple players with the Flyers. Then the Wild got Nick Foligno to pair up with brother Marcus Foligno for future considerations. Corey Perry goes back to the Lightning in exchange for a second-round pick. Vinny Hinostroza then gets dumped from the Wild to go to the Panthers for future considerations. Then Nicolas Delorier goes from the Flyers to the Hurricanes for a conditional seventh-round pick. Then the Capitals, they get Ling Jiren for to be determined. And then the Penguins trade a pick away for a player. And then the most recent trade, if you want to say the biggest trade, Braden Shen gets traded from the Blues out of the Central Division to the Islanders for a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and a prospect. That is brand new information. We had not known that information. Now we do. And that is the update. That is all the trades that have happened in the last couple days. And so where do they go? We don't really know because Thomas and Trocheck, as of right now, have not been traded. So we got some new trades. We got some new posts here. We got some more posts. Let's see if there's any other news here. And we do have a couple trades. We have a couple trades, okay? And we got some news about the Minnesota Wild. The Minnesota Wild, according to Michael Russo, are done for the day. However, we have a couple trades reporting Frank Saravelli and Emily Kaplan. They say the Seattle Kraken have acquired Bobby McMahon from the Leafs in exchange for a second in 2027 and a fourth in 2026. Then Frank Saravelli also says the St. Louis Blues have traded Justin Falk to the Red Wings. So Justin Falk goes to the Red Wings. And the Minnesota Wild, though, the biggest news there, they are done. They are not going to get Trocheck, which is huge. Absolutely huge. I think that is huge for us. I really, as I said, I did a full episode on it. I was saying, I don't want Trocheck. And thank you, Bill Guerin. You did not make me mad. Trocheck is not going to be a member of your Minnesota Wild, at least right now. Let's go. Okay. And then we did get some trades, mentioned. Okay, here you go. So Justin Falk. Here, I'll share this part of the screen now. Sorry, I was just trying to get everything set up here. But man, all right. So yeah, Wild are done for the day, according to Michael Russo. They're not going to get Vincent Trocheck. Okay, they're not going to get Trocheck. Here's some other later news here. Red Wings have a deal in place for Blues defenseman Justin Falk. So yeah, Justin Falk gets traded to the Red Wings, and then also Bobby McMahon gets traded from the Leafs to the Kraken. The Wild are done for the day. I'm going to repost this here on X, and go ahead and follow me on X if you want that. And And there's Jeff Petrie. Welcome to Minnesota. And so far, that's the only notifications that we have gotten so far, as we are going to start to wrap it up. Obviously, if there's another move, I will put out a quick short for sure about that, but I'm not seeing anything else. There's just kind of those two, but we're gonna kind of just wait and see a little bit here. But yeah, overall, my takes: the Wild, I do think they strengthen their depth, which is very important. We have some more. We have some more. We have some more from Frank Saravelli. I'm telling you, this is where it was going to happen. There was going to be more trades that come out here. Oh my. Okay. Sources say the Anaheim Ducks have traded veteran Ryan Strome to the Flames in exchange for a 2027 seventh round pick. Strome struggled this season, but has 1 year left at $5 million. So that's a big trade there. Saravelli reporting that Ryan Strome has been traded. And of course, I don't understand. I don't understand why people just get these trades done before the deadline, but it is what it is. Of course, if there is another big trade, I will. We got another notification. Hold up. Hopefully, it's just Emily Kaplan reporting the same thing. Yep. So, Blues defenseman Justin Folk will be traded to the Red Wings. I would like to, get some more information on that, but we will see what they say. It's just kind of loading. So, yeah. A lot of pieces coming together. A lot of pieces coming together here towards the end of the trade deadline. I feel like it's kind of ironic that just kind of happens all the time. It happens all the time. We're gonna go over here to the NHL Trade tracker over here on ESPN and see if we can get an update on this. They don't have it there, so we should be able to just Okay, good. It's loading. But yeah, maybe we do just go back to X, because I feel like that's probably just gonna be the best. Yeah, so here's some more. Dude, what is going on, bro? What is going on? There we go. All right. All right. Rangers did not trade. They did not trade Vincent Trocheck. Okay. Nope. Golly. Sorry, I'm clicking too many buttons at the same time. So yeah, Trocheck did not get traded. I think that was the best. I think that was best. Here, you can read the column, the report card, grading Bill Guerin's moves by Joe Smith and Michael Russo. It's on The Athletic right now. But the Rangers did not trade Vincent Trocheck. It's a big thing that, is getting put together there. But yeah. There you go, guys. There you go. That is going to be the kind of the wrap up here of trades. I think that's going to be the wrap up of trades. I don't see anything else coming together. So yeah, I think without further ado, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys. I cannot thank you enough for hanging with me for 2 hours and almost 15 minutes. The trade deadline is officially over. Let me know who you think are your biggest winners, your biggest losers. If you're rewatching this as well, let me know your thoughts as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to keep God first, because He is the most important thing in your lives. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to keep God first, because He's the most important thing in your lives. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. And I think this is, where I'm going to have to end it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And here, let's redo this outro. Let's redo this outro. Golly. There we go. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one.